Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first official episode of Haunt Talk. In today's episode, we're going to be doing our annual plan of the year for 2023. We usually stick somewhat to our plan. There's obviously always deviations, and we also leave room for
85%.
suggestions. So if you have suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments of where we can go. But yes, that's going to be the main video today. Also, you can see our set is a little bit different. This is going to be the year of blow molds. Maybe we'll find more blow molds to add, so kind of go over that real quick. If you don't care about that, well, that's not nice, but I guess you can skip ahead. Maybe I'll timestamp it, maybe I won't. This is our favorite. We found him at some weird giant fleet. What was that called? Remember what it was called? It was a giant antique
Jeffrey's
place.
Antique Mall.
Was it Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, in like Findlay. So we got him there, and I cannot find out any information about him. But yeah, he's my new favorite blow mold. His name is Witch Puppy. I named him Torgal. We have, well, maybe someone out there will know why. We have these little guys, which we found. There's a little ghosty over there, and there's a little Frankenstein. And I think they were part of something that was supposed to, like, sit on something.
Yeah, because they each had, like, a little base that looked like it, like, locked into something, like maybe, like, a light fixture. And there was more than just the Halloween ones when we found it, because we found 3 Halloweens. We got these 2, and then on the other side is Dracula. Over here. But there was also, like Santa and, like, an elf and...
Yeah.
An angel and all this other stuff, and I think they were part of a set, and I think you probably like put it on a base and it would light up and stuff.
So we just removed their base and put our own like little lights in it.
Yeah.
And of course we have these guys that we had last year, and of course the ghost, which has been many years. We haven't lit up different though. He's one that you see like a lot of places, especially if you ever go to Melt Bar and Grill. They have all of that.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like maybe let us know if you like the blow molds, because we've done the pumpkins a couple years, and we had the pumpkins and the candles this year, and I kind of miss them, but I don't know. I want to do something a little different, so we're like blow molds. We like blow molds. They're like fun and nostalgic. So yeah, maybe we'll find more, but. Also, you'll notice that we're wearing our Haunt Talk shirts. I actually just ordered these. We've had the hoodies, but we do still have the merch site. Not many people have purchased from it, but we have a lot of things. We have stickers, we have mugs, all of that. I have a mug, but I do not have it with me, so on a future episode we'll have that. So if you want to help support us, go to the merch site. Also, we have a Patreon. Costs a lot of money to go to all these haunted houses, so that there's the few of you that do it, we greatly appreciate it. But yes. If you want to join, we have little gifts. We already have planned what we're going to be sending people this year for our Patreon. So, well, I guess we'll show that in another video. There's going to be a few things we're going to send out to our Patreon. So if you want to be included in that, do that now. So that way, when the stuff, everything gets made, we can get that sent out to you. But I guess we'll just hop right into the list. So I guess the first thing, we actually just did a video which will be coming out soon, is what we always have been starting with the last few years, is Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando.
Yep.
So we're going to be going there. It's the first full week of September.
Yes.
Whatever that is. September, 3rd through the 8th is when we will be in Halloween Horror Nights. So if you're going to be going there, we're going to be there Wednesday the 6th and Thursday the 7th. If you're a fan of this channel and want to go through a haunted house or something with us, and you'll also be there, let us know, and maybe we can meet up with you or something like that. Also, would anybody be interested in maybe going through a haunted house or something with us? Like,
yeah.
We didn't do any giveaways last year. We did a big giveaway in 2021. I potentially would like to. It was a lot to handle.
Yeah.
In 2021.
I'm hoping that we can do one next year, because next year will be our 10th season.
Yeah, it will be. This will be season 9,
Yeah, so I'm hoping that we can do some sort of big extravaganza.
Yeah, I think we're going to do some giveaways to make sure it's not going to be anything. I don't think I'm going to do anything on the scale this year of what we did in 2021.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of a nightmare to keep track of that. So maybe we'll do like a couple throughout the year. And again, don't quote me on that. It just really depends on how things go. But yeah. So I guess let's kick it off with one of our for sure excursions this year that's not Florida.
Okay, so we like to go to a few other faraway places besides Ohio and PA and stuff like that. So this year we're gonna go to Kentucky.
Yes, specifically Louisville.
Whoa.
There.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
So on the agenda for us, and our big one that we really want to do is, and they're doing it this year.
Supposedly. They were supposedly doing it last year too, but...
is Waverly Hills Sanitarium. So we're hoping to go there for their haunted house. Few others that we want to go to, but we're not sure how many of these we'll be able to go to. We'd like to go to the Haunted Hotel, Devil's Attic, American Horror Plex, Baxter Avenue Morgue.
I think so, yeah, Baxter Avenue Morgue.
And Legend of Pope Lick.
Yeah. So I mean, so Waverly Hills, I will be up front. I don't expect a lot from this haunt.
Yeah.
But I've never been to Waverly Hills. Kim has. We really wanted to go ghost hunting there this year, but it didn't end up happening. So that is an absolute we must do that next year thing. Because I also want to go to Holiday World. I don't know if we'll have time on this trip. I would like to if we can during the day, but that's not really, I guess, a Halloween thing. But I would like to go during the day. They have a Halloween section, legitimately. Section. But yeah. The Haunted Hotel, that one's more of like an extreme haunt. I know they advertise that way where they touch you and stuff like that. So I don't know. Sometimes I like those. It just depends on what they do. I don't like being shocked by things. So if they shock me, I won't be into it. But and then Devil's Attic, I've heard a lot of good things about. American Horrorplex, I don't know much about that.
Yeah.
Again, I've heard of all of these places. Baxter Avenue. The least on the list is Legend of Pope Lick. But it's kind of crazy. And in future, Josh, insert a picture of the map here. For where all these places are, because Haunted Hotel, Devil's Attic, American Horrorplex, and Baxter Avenue are like all within a couple minutes of each other.
Yeah, they're really close.
Like, it's insane how many haunted houses are in Lowell.
Wow.
But yeah, so we plan on just having an extravaganza, and that should give us at least 5 reviews there to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna just do that. Maybe go get some whiskey in the day or go to Hollywood World. I don't know, but something. So and I'll ask you this for anyone that's been to like the Louisville area for haunt season. What are your favorite haunts that like we can't miss going there? Is there haunts that we don't even have on this list that are better? Or out of this list, also let us know what you like. You have to go to this one.
Yeah.
Because the only one that is like 100% long as they open it is Waverly Hills. But we want to try to get to at least 4 to 5 at least. So since there's so many so close. The next possible excursion that's a little bit further away is PA. We would like to, and we wanted to last year, but we just weren't able to do it, is we'd like to go to Hershey Park. I think they call it After Dark.
Yeah, Hershey Park After Dark.
Yeah, because last year was their first year doing an actual haunt event.
Yes.
Because they always used to just do, like, spooky lights and, like, trick-or-treating.
And trick-or-treating, yeah.
Yeah, more like a not so scary at Disney type of situation, but now, it's, and I think they've added 1 or 2 haunted houses for this year.
I think there's a house and a new house
So
and a new
each.
scare zone, I think.
And I would also just like to go back to Hershey Park, because we were there, I think it was in 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
We went there, and like half the rides were closed that I wanted to ride, so we drove all this way, and like they didn't, post anything on their website. I love it when theme parks have half their roller coasters closed. They don't even say. Well, the thing I understand if it's a daily thing, but like when you go to a place and like, oh no, this roller coaster's been closed for months, post it on the website.
Yeah.
Like people travel for these, anyways. And then we also want to try to go to Reaper's Revenge, which is like a 2-hour hike from Hershey Park. But it's not actually 2 hours further away from us because of the way they're positioned. They're kind of like, here's us, and then there's like, here's Reaper's, and here's Hershey Park. So it's like a triangle. So at least us going up to Reaper's doesn't make it 2 hours longer to get home. It's weird. They're almost like, they're both like 5-hour drives from us. So, because I've heard amazing thing about Reaper's Revenge. It's wildly expensive, but it's also like an hour to an hour and a half long experience. So... I've heard people say, yes, it's expensive, but it's like a haunted hayride that drops you off at like multiple haunted houses, and you get back on the hayride and they drop you off again. And so I've heard nothing but glowing reviews from Reaper's Revenge. So we wanted to do it last year, but we chose not to because, again, we do reviews and we like to get as many as we can in. And there was only one place that was like within an hour of Reaper's Revenge, and we're like, or we could go do I think we chose Maryland over this. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we ended up doing the Maryland haunts, which again, all those reviews up in the channel. Because Markov's Haunted Forest was like a bucket list place of mine, and I liked Markov's. I would say I was a little bit disappointed with it, probably because my expectations were like a little high. Sometimes it's good to have those in check. The biggest disappointment of that trip was Bennett's Curse.
Yeah.
Biggest surprise though was that Laurel's one. That was probably my favorite we did, and I didn't even know it really existed.
That and Nevermore.
Nevermore was really
I had
unique.
no expectations with Nevermore at all, and we went in there and we were just like,
super cool area,
wow.
Really unique ideas. Too short, its only downfall was like 10 minutes
Yeah.
long, but had some really unique ideas and I really like that. Oh yeah, especially when you go to as many haunted houses as we do, and some place could completely surprise you.
Yes.
It sticks with you.
Yes.
But yeah, so those are our two possible further away ones. If we can fit any more in, or if we change around the PA to something else, we will. But let us know if there's anything around Hershey Park or Reapers that we might be able to do. I think the only thing I know of, I think Kim's Crypt might be close to Hershey Park, and people keep telling us to go there. So it's kind of hard to fit an amusement park in with another haunt a lot of times, though, because it takes so long to get through the stuff.
Right.
Which is the problem, but,
So we do have some places that are local that we do want to try to go back to this year.
And by local, we mean within 4 hours.
Yeah.
Some of these places are 2.5. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of the places are over 2 hours from us, but
right.
So local's loose.
Big ones are, we would like to go to the Akron Haunted Schoolhouse and Laboratory because it is their 50th season.
Yes, we skipped
this
them
year.
last year.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely do that. And I'm sure we'll also do Ghoul Brothers because it's like 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
Which was our haunt of the year last year. So make sure you check out Ghoul Brothers this year.
For sure.
I don't know if they're doing any expansions or not. If someone from Ghoul Brothers is watching this, let me know if you're doing anything
they
new
always
this
like
year.
to comment, so hi.
But they did some expansion last year and definitely added some cool scenes.
Nightmare Cleveland has expanded their show from last year.
Yep.
They said that it's twice the size.
Yeah, they're saying it's going to be like 40 to 45 minutes long. I think they posted on their Facebook page, that length. So that'll be cool because last year was like 15 to 20 minutes long for us. But it was one of our favorite haunts last year. It was, unbelievable for the first year, the quality that came out of that place. But I mean, it's by the people that make Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse, which I'm sure we'll probably go to this year. They're close, and like also it's really easy to hit like that one and like Ghoul Brothers or Schoolhouse all in one night because they're all within an hour of each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely want to check out Nightmare Cleveland at least once this year. If we don't, like, we ended up going twice to that. I know last year.
Yeah, we went twice. We went for a touch pass, and then we went just a regular one.
And if you go, just do the touch pass. Because, again, if it becomes too much, it's not that much more. And if it becomes too much for you, you can opt out. But obviously, you can't, like, randomly get a touch pass while you're in the middle of a haunt if you want more. Same with Chippewa.
Some other places in Ohio, we'd like to go back to Columbus. Fear Columbus is changing one of their haunts into something different. They haven't announced what it is yet.
They haven't, which I'm surprised. And I don't know if because if you go on their website, it still says that the Aftermath, which was like the big city thing, that last year, 2022, was the last year for that, and they were going to tear it down and like rebuild and retheme.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything from it. So, and they just did the zombie paintball, or not paintball, the
Nightmare Combat,
which I believe they use in that haunt. So I don't know how they could like redo that whole thing. Maybe they aren't redoing it all now. I don't know. So I'm curious. If anyone knows a for sure answer on that, let us know in the comments. But yeah, and then we also want to check out Haunted Hoochie because we didn't do that last year, and that's always one of our most popular videos. And Haunted Hoochie is just a wild time, and it's open super late.
We also want to check out Columbus Zoo's Zombiezi Bay.
This will be their third year.
Yes.
Yep,
we went there first year, and it has really good. It had really good potential.
Yeah, it was fun for what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. It was good though.
But we're hoping that maybe we give them a year to kind of work out their kinks and stuff, and hopefully this year will be better.
Yeah. So the priorities in Columbus are that and Haunted Hoochie, and then we should be able to fit Fear Columbus in between because again, Hoochie just kind of doesn't close. Like they even on their website, they're like, we kind of open when we want, and we'll just close when people stop coming. Like, so I know people have went there like 2 a.m. and they're still like letting people in. So yeah, we'll go to the Hoochie, I guess. It's usually worth. We just probably buy a fast pass for the Hoochie though. But yeah, maybe Carnage, probably not, but it depends. We've heard that they were getting a new haunt, like a third one.
Yeah.
If they get a third, we'll check it out. If not, we've been there multiple times in the last couple of years, so we probably will skip Carnage if they don't add more to the show.
Yeah. We also plan on doing Cedar Point's Hollow Weekends. And we'll probably hit up Lake Erie Fear Fest while we're up there as well. Because it's been a couple years since we went there. And
yeah, we didn't do Lake Erie Fear Fest last year? I don't remember if we did it last year or not. God, I don't know. We got so many.
It's a blur.
I don't remember if we did or not. Let us know in the comments if we went there last year. Anything for someone to comment on our videos, please. But yeah, we're gonna try to go to that. Halloween weekends is always like we like going, but God, it's busy, and you kind of almost have to go on Saturdays, or else you don't get the full experience. Because it's like Sundays they don't do scare zones, and then Fridays I think it's a full experience, but they just don't open till late. But we don't really want to get there till later, anyways. But we'll do it. I don't know if we'll do a fast pass this year. We'll probably make sure we go to the haunts that are new, which I think they've announced there's going to be one new haunt at least. So if they have new things or whatever, we'll make sure to check out the new things. I'm really hoping, and I don't think they will, but that they get rid of that stupid Blood in the Bayou being in.
God.
Well, because they're not doing what was it even called? I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, the Frontier.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that was back there. They're not even doing that anymore.
Yeah, which was cool. So if they do the Blood in the Bayou, it'll just be that. But I don't know why. I'm hoping that they don't. I really liked Blood in the Bayou where it used to be, which was entrance. It was close to the backside of Iron Dragon.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine it'll be there either, because I'm sure there's going to be construction there for Top Thrill 2. So I don't know what they're going to do for that. I'm curious to see. Their website hasn't been updated for any of that stuff yet as of recording this. We also want to check out in PA Crawford School of Terror. We haven't done that since 2021, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. And that one we liked. That was one of our giveaways we did of that year, too.
Yeah. Yeah. We'd also like to check Freddy's Haunt.
Yeah,
we haven't been there in a while. That's an indoor.
Yeah, and a quippa. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's weird. It's like an outdoor. It's weird to say it's outdoor, but indoor. But it is. It's like imagine an outside trail style haunt, but someone's built a giant air hanger thing around all of it. So it's enclosed. So it's you're on dirt ground.
Yeah.
And going through all these different things. It's one of the weirdest structures I've ever seen. It is. Really, it's cool though because it's really homemade, and it's it's kind of old school, but also kind of new school.
Yeah.
And again, I think 2019, without looking at the videos, I think is when we did that. It's been because it definitely hasn't been 2020 or after. So it's been because I remember Dustin went to that one with us. He's the one that told us about it, I believe. And I think I'd seen it, but I was
because he got a military discount.
I remember that. Discount. Yeah, they do that there. A lot of places do too. So if you're military, make sure to ask. A lot of places will do the discount for you. Another one that we want to go to that we haven't been to for quite some time is Ghost Lake and Conneaut Lake.
Yes.
So we weren't very impressed the last time we went there, but a lot of things have happened with Conneaut Lake lately. So
yeah.
A lot of the buildings, I believe, have been demolished, right?
A lot of the buildings have been demolished. The horrible, terrible wreck of a roller coaster is no longer there either.
Which is a shame. I wish they would have just refurbished it instead of tearing it down. But yeah, that was that thing shouldn't have been operating.
There were holes in the seats.
We rode that.
Yeah, that was
when you get on a roller coaster and the ride operator's I wouldn't get on that thing. Huh? What? The ride operator says I wouldn't ride that. As in this isn't safe. She's I see people coming off and their necks are like this, and I'm like, here you go. And then they just pull the handbar because everything is they have to physically stop you. They have to physically break you, what they don't now.
I almost lost my glasses because I was in a seat by myself.
Almost lost myself.
And the way that it went down one of the hills,
there's no restraints. You can leave if you like.
Yeah, it's just a bar.
You can leave. You can stand up. Nothing stops you.
Nope.
Or did.
And I slid and my glasses hit the bar and almost fell off on my face.
And I do want to note, if you don't watch our channel much, we're only this. We're not coaster pussies. We ride a lot of coasters. Yeah. I've been on some of the most intense coasters, I-305 and stuff that make you go to sleep because of the forces. This thing was sketchy. I've been on lots of roller coasters.
It was very sketchy.
Yeah, so it is a shame that it's gone. I just wish they could have just refurbished it and made it not scary.
Yeah.
In a bad way. It's fun. It's fine if it's scary in a fun way, not scary in a is it going to fly off the tracks way.
Right.
And then we returned onto a place. What's this? It was at Tavern 618.
Evil Acres?
Yeah, that's, I guess, really, really close to Ghost Lake. So we want to do that one. Yeah. A friend of the channel recommended that to us. And I guess it is more of a, Old school haunt. But, you know, if it's done well, old school's fine. Like, as long as the actors are good, you know, you can have a good old school haunt and not have it be like something like the Padalecka Haunted Forest or whatever it's called, where they just let you walk around in darkness and try and break your ankle.
I still have nightmares about that place.
Yeah, it was something else. But that so far, I mean, that's, I think, the main plan we have.
Yeah, this is it.
So, I mean, that's what we have so far. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other closer ones that we might go to. Like, we might do Factory of Terror again, which actually, you know what? Now that I said that, I think we will do Factory of Terror because I believe they're doing a new haunt. I think they are getting rid of one of the haunts and it's becoming something else.
Oh, okay.
I forget exactly, but if that is the case, I definitely want to check that out. And Factory of Terror is super close, and they're open on Sundays. There's also that one in Alliance that we actually liked last year. That's the contender.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of close ones that we might go to just because, like, they're just there. What was that? What was that one that was in Alliance?
Was that Fortress?
Fortress of Fear.
Fortress of Fear. Yeah.
Yep. Factory of Terror and Schoolhouse do a season pass, so if you like going to them a lot, and I think I always thought it was a little silly before, but it makes a little more sense now with all the bars and stuff. Oh, that's what it was. They like completely ripped out the mirror maze, and they're doing something there now instead. So maybe the first haunt, I think it might be that first haunt that's being completely redone. I could be wrong about being completely redone, but it would make sense to me.
Yeah.
Oh, they did some kind of all-age Christmas thing in July. I didn't even... Christmas Factory for a joy-filled celebration. Like, no, I didn't even know they did that. Oh. They do a lot of events, so make sure you follow Factory of Terror. But anyways, yeah, so they're demolishing the mirror maze, and they're doing something there. Hopefully they just redo that whole first haunt, because it doesn't really have a theme. It's just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that changed up. But, yeah, so we'll probably check that one out. And, yeah, let us know, like, what would you like to see us go to? Oh, we probably will do Wells Township. We didn't do that last year.
Yeah.
We'll probably do that. Maybe Moundsville, because the last time we went to Moundsville, we were pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
It was like not great, so I'm hoping that they made it better. Like it's like they tried to be a theatrical haunt, but the acting was just bad.
Oh my gosh, the acting was so bad.
Like you can do a theatrical haunt, like something like Infernum and Terra, I would say is a little bit more on the theatrical side.
Yeah.
But they do so same with Wells Township, which is weird. I feel like a lot of the haunts around Wells Township, because Infernum and Terra would be one. Maybe we'll do that one. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, but I would like to do Moundsville. We'll see how many we can hit. But yeah, we didn't do Wells Township last year, so we'd like to do that one again. Possibly Moundsville, and then possibly Infernum. I don't think we'll hit Darkview again. Darkview is good, but it's not our favorite, and just walking up and down that hill is just, oh god.
Yeah.
It's something else that haunt is, so I don't think we're going to hit that one this year. And then there is the one that Paul Jeffries owns that I would like to check out again. I don't know if we'll make it to that this year or not. Fear Field.
Oh, yeah, Fear Field.
I thought that one had potential when we went to it. It was like the second or third year we went, so it was still a little rough.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun.
I know they do a Bloody Night now.
Oh, God. I wouldn't like that very much, because we thought about doing Terror Town last year, which I don't think we're doing Cincinnati Haunts. If we do... Oh, there is a new one. There's a new one that we might check out if we have time. Area 13, right?
Yeah.
Which is close to Mason. I forget where exactly it's at, but it's close to Mason.
Yeah.
Which is where Kings Island is.
Yeah. It's at a old like missile base.
Yeah.
Nike missile base, and it's supposed to be like alien theme, which intrigues me because you don't see a lot of alien themed haunted houses. So
yeah, there's not much in the way of like I would like to see a little bit more preview stuff for it.
Yeah.
Like to know if it's going to be worth our time, because if we do it, it would have to be for the Kentucky trip, and we'd have to make kind of an excursion to it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can make it to that one, but if not, if it's still open in 2024, I think it'll be a must-see then if they have a good first year and we hear some things. But yeah, Terror Town, I've heard good things about it, but I feel like it's probably not, and again, I don't know, I haven't been there, but it seems like it's not quite worth it to do unless you're doing the experience where you just get covered in blood. And, like, I'm okay, obviously, with being touched, but I just don't know if I feel like bringing a change of clothes, because that means it would have to either be the last haunt we do, or that's the only haunt we do that night. Or I have to, like, try and change out of my bloody clothes in the back of a car, and try not to get it on seats and stuff, and just have to have to do this whole thing, and that, to me, isn't what I'm looking for. And I know that's, some people are probably really into that kind of, like, next-level experience.
Yeah.
But that's... I'm into it. Me and Kim, I think, both are more into it for the theming, the theatrics. and just a general scare. That's why that's why I like to touch, but not like the things that they make you eat stuff. Is because touch is just if they can touch you, it's just another like, it's a little more immersive, I guess.
Yeah.
But when like you're force feeding stuff, now it's going more into like challenge territory, less just being fun. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Obviously, people like this kind of stuff, but there is like I believe a fine line where something stops being a haunted house and starts being its like own thing.
Yeah.
It's not really a haunted house anymore. Again, it's more of like a yeah. Well, but, yeah. So again, let us know anywhere you'd like to see us go that we didn't mention, or if there's a priority on the list that you think like you must go there. Type of thing. We want to hear that. We like hearing that thing. And again, so stay tuned. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Also, make sure you're ringing that notification bell.
Oh, where did I put him?
Kim has to find it. There it is. And yeah, and we'll see you in the next video. Lots of hopeful reviews to come this year. So, bye.
Bye.